Maybe not Owen on the letters round though. But I'm going to hit all the right notes this evening. Robert Thornton, the defending champion of this competition, who gets the night's first max. Didn't take too long for that to happen. Ted still persevering. He's playing with a new setup this week. Longer pointer, all-in-one stem and flight combination.
I did think today, though, Robert Thornton could potentially get a little bit better and consistent on what we saw last night. He got tired by the end, didn't he, last night? He had that big jump from going from the morning shift to the evening shift, which is quite drastic
Robert Car 24.
in regards to sort of Super Series darts. He's had all day today. They had a lie-in. He got it when he wanted. This has been a man of leisure today, just able to prepare himself for his evening's action here at the Super Series.
Robert Car 101.
This third leg on the Thornton throw is open for interpretation. His double top is 2-1 Thornton.
Robert Thornton.
And he knows how key that could be. Because now he's got a decision making. He decides to go double-double. He's unable to get the 219s. And so Thornton will return for double top to claim a 3-1 success. He kicked off brilliantly yesterday and he's off to another fast start here. Average of 98.64, 3 from 3 in terms of his finishing doubles to win by 3 legs to 1. And he moves on to 6 points in the group and to the top of the group. And we're off for a break. Steve West and Andreas Harrison's on the other side. Averaging 99 at this present moment in time. But you can't keep a good man down for long, and Steve West is one of those examples as Harrison squares up at 1 apiece.
Third leg, Steve to throw first. Game on.
Where a player knows that if they don't get it, they're probably going to lose the leg by being whitewashed. They then suddenly find and fire. Double 19. 2-2. And that's the second 101 checkout we've seen this evening. Robert Thornton found one in the first match. Steve West finds one there. And we go all the way to a 5th and deciding leg where Andreas has just accidentally dropped a case on stage. Accidental, of course. Well, I didn't have to go double-double if Andreas not on a finish, but he has left himself on tops upon his return to wrap this game up 3-2. But here comes the Andreas counter-attack, the counter-punch from the Super Swede, telling Steve West this tops has to go. He's got 2 great guides, but he cannot follow it in. Much of his frustration. And Harrison will come back, an opportunity we probably didn't expect. A chance he probably thought passed him by. And it's a chance he can't take. And so West comes back for double 10. He's had to survive a reprieve. But when he gets his second opportunity, he gets over the line. An outpouring of frustration and relief in the same time from Steve West there as he gets the better. It's double top.
56.
But it's not a break chance. But Montgomery may just get 1 dart at the end of this combination. Well, I'll tell you what, that was precarious.
40.
He couldn't find the intended target. Evetts has needed a couple of visits to get legs 1 in this game.
Game show on the second
he takes full advantage of the second opportunity he gets there. 2-0 to Ted.
We said before this game, didn't we? It was a vital game for Ted Evetts after losing his opening game. He's
100.
Well, that's a big last start. But is it going to mean anything at all? 2 9s. Inside. And so Evetts may get just the 1 dart at the ball, but he's got a chance to win this game nonetheless. $20 and the bull. Bullseye. A steely-eyed focus and a bullseye hit with sheer precision And Ted Evetts is on the board this evening. He gets the better of Ross Montgomery by 3 legs to 1 to claim his first success of the night. Coming up after the break, Andreas Harrison against Robert Thornton. You know the game Monopoly? So Monopoly
120.
is basically one person dominated. Duopoly means 2 people or things dominating. Hegemony means domination.
82. $180. 93. 125.
Now this is some start for Andreas Harrison. You could say a hegemonious start to this game from Andreas Harrison. Leaving himself 76 after 9.
76.
Double 8 on 11. Data.
Yeah,
Oh,
first
yes.
Andreas Harrison.
Now that's how you start a game.
123.
Well, Harrison closing in on the match here. 72 points away. Been a really good performance this
100.
from
Andreas
average in
72.
excess of 95 and on the cusp of rounding it off here. And he's going to get 2 darts in his hand, a double 18, his favourite double on the board.
Getting shot on the match.
And it's a
Andreas
double
Harrison.
which gives him a 3-1 win against Robert Thornton. This group is one of the craziest groups we've ever had here. Because if Ross Montgomery beats Steve West after the break, then all 5 players will be on 6 points. Problems magnify on that
140.
particular target for Steve West. And if Montgomery finds this, he'd have the darts for the match. He's got the first of them. But cannot find with dart 2. And I think that little wry smile on the face of Steve West was
10.
almost a acceptation that maybe when the first
Yeah,
dart
he's on
went
the
in, that
second
was
leg,
going to
Steve
go.
West.
But simply the West didn't need a second invitation to the party.
Third leg
Pins the
Ross
double
through
5 first time
Game
into the
on.
top corner and squares up at 1-1.
Should dart 1 not find a treble 18, which is where we're expecting him to be starting this combination.
86.
Well, you sense this is a key passage in play. Leg 3, both players in situ. West the ball to break.
Getting shot on the
Oh,
third
what a
leg.
dart.
Steve West.
That could be the biggest dart of the night. Because Montgomery was sat on
Fourth leg Steve
36
through
and probably
first.
would have
Game
expected to have returned. Montgomery trying to leave as much pressure as possible, but this was the finish that West took out on the bullseye in the previous leg to establish a lead.
140.
And it's the finish he's
Steve
looking at now
86.
to get the job done. Is it the bull again? Yes, it is.
Getting shot
Bingo!
on the match, Steve West.
Back-to-back 86 finishes on the bullseye. Ross Montgomery has been left punch-drunk there. And that is a big result because that gives Steve West a big advantage going into the second portion of the session. Ross Montgomery taking it like a real sport. Jovially talking about those back-to-back bullseye finishes on the back of back-to-back 86 checkouts. And Steve West.
Andreas Harrison 130.
Harrison 130.
$58. Tedukar 40.
Tops.
Getting shot on the third leg, Ted Evetts.
2-1 to Ted Evetts.
Fourth leg, Andreas to throw first. Game on.
The double 16.
72.
And that would have been to wrap the match
80.
up. And actually, by virtue of the finish that Ted's on, he may only get 1 dart himself to wrap it up. And here's just going to be the solitary. Dart at double top. Shuffles across. Doesn't like the lie. You can see it in his facial expression.
60.
Can I find a way through?
Andreas
And
Harrison
that could be the
32.
bigger margins. Evetts missed a chance to move on to 8.
Getting shot on the
Harrison
match,
won't.
Andreas.
And the Super Swede will move on to 8 points and move to the top. how quickly things can change in this strange group.
Games. Tickets will be booked.
And for the Thorn, he can see potentially the win
61.
here. The Saturday night finishing line in sight. It's double top. 2 10s. Thornton wins and he wins 3-1. And so the situation here is fairly simple. A win for Steve West and the next one against Ted Evetts. We'll know the full lineup of players that will be through, and that game's coming up next. He's got plenty of time.
74.
Taking it out with the first 3 would have been a real morale boost. And what you don't want to do is give someone of this caliber and capability any kind of sniff, any kind of squeak in a leg.
To the car 32.
And that 140 just leaves himself in situ if there is some misses here. Two 8s, and that's awkward because of the flight. That's a good dart. That's a really good dart.
In control.
Third leg Steve to throw first. Game on.
Well, Evetts with that maximum.
50.
Well, Steve West has done something which he can do, but he's never seldom seen. And that is start the leg on the bullseye. It's double 20.
96.
He's left himself tops. For Steve West, it's the worst possible time to put in a performance like this, and he decided with the game probably up, he would attempt to blind 180. But it's been solid brilliance from Ted Evetts, and it's he who makes it through to Saturday night. At times, it was a bit of a chore for Super Ted, but he'd be happy enough that he secured his passage through. He's not overly pleased, you can see that on his face.
More and more of a danger.
Double 14.
Getting
2-1
shown the
Harrison,
third leg.
14 darter.
4th leg Ross to throw first. Game on.
And Montgomery will come back looking at 139 to take us all the way to a last leg decider.
$32.
2
10s
20 to wrap it up. Up for double 5. In the double 5. And Andreas Harrison has guaranteed that he is going to be the Group B winner. A 3-1 victory against Ross Montgomery rounds off his campaign. 1-5.
$129.
Slip for the last. If he comes back, it may mean, well, it does mean he's going to have to spurn a dart. But West, 45 for 20, and he gets the breaker through. First blood, Steve West, in this must-win match. And the defending champion, Robert Thornton, finds himself a breakdown in this must-win contest.
32.
It's a graze of the wire
118.
These are the shots that turn games. Double 19.
Game shot on the second leg, Robert Thornton.
Well, if they're the shots that turn games, is at the moment
leg
this
Robert
one turns in the
first.
favour of Robert Thornton. Steve West shake
off on a 2-darter, but West to take us all the way. He's not going to get a dart. The defending champion has an opportunity to send himself through at the expense of Steve West. And the irony is, it's the bullseye. It's the bullseye for the defending champion to make it through. He did so by the skin of his teeth. It was that target which gave Steve West the opportunity to put himself in a good position. He's had a couple of them in his game against Ross Montgomery, but it's that perfect ball there which has sent Robert Thornton into the finals. And when you consider the game of such propriety and magnitude, the numbers are representative of a quality contest despite the edginess and the nerves that would have been felt by both players. Welcome back to the Motor Super Series. And before the break, Robert Thornton won a winner-takes-all match against Steve West by 3 legs to 1 to book his place through. Elsewhere, Ted Evetts has booked his place into Saturday night's final, as to Andreas Harrison as the winner of the group. We can confirm that now by having a look at the league standings. Overnight, remember, every single player had 4 points to their name. Andreas and Robert both winning 3 of their 4 games. Ted Evetts, that couple of wins, but with a good legs difference, was enough to send him through at the expense of Steve West, who, as I say, lost that winner-takes-all match against Robert Thornton, who joins myself here in the studio now. Robert,